Hi, I'm Andrea from Eat, Drink, and Bake with Andrea, and I have a great dessert recipe for you today. It's called Montaukila Margarita Pie. And I'm using my favorite tequila, which is Montaukila. And we're using Cointreau, but if you don't have that, you can also use any orange liqueur, would work fine. Now, it's very simple and not a lot of ingredients. So to start with a crust, we're using vanilla wafers, we're using raw cashews, and some butter. That's it. So we're gonna pour this into our bowl, and these have been crushed in our food processor, and you can see the consistency. We're looking for finely ground consistency. So we're mixing those two ingredients together. And we have some melted butter. In it goes. And we're gonna mix it up until it's well combined. Okay, and you can see it starting to take shape. And I'm gonna show you what we're looking for. When you press it, it should have an indentation on it. And that means the butter's been well distributed. Once that's done, then we're just gonna put that in our pie shell. I'm using a 9.5 deep dish pie pan. Now let me show you what I do to get the crust in. This is a little trick. Start by pressing your pie crumbs in, just like this. You're gonna use your hands, okay? And you're gonna see the crumbs start to come up on the edges of the plate. Now, 1/4 cup measure. Take your 1/4 cup measure and we want to go around the edges. Around the edges using your 1/4 cup measure. And we're pushing that area around the edge, which is right here. Now, we don't want that too thick, or when you cut your pie, you can have this big, thick piece of crust, which doesn't really work well with the filling. So we're trying to get that evenly distributed so we don't have thick portions and thin portions. You can see how I'm just using my 1/4 cup measure as an instrument here. Okay, when you get to this point, you see it's a little crumble on the edges. You're gonna take the bottom and we're gonna work our way around the sides. Okay, using your index finger and the bottom of your measure, pushing the crumbs into the side. And that's it. Now we're gonna bake this at 350 for just 10 minutes until it's a little bit crispy and golden, then we'll take it out of the oven. So we have our baked pie crust, which is now cool. It has to be completely cool before you fill it. And just a few ingredients here. Sweetened condensed milk, fresh lime juice, we have our egg yolks, we have a little bit of cream, of course we have our Montaukila, and we have some Cointreau. Again, you can use any other orange liqueur you choose, and we have the zest from one lime. So let's start by adding our sweetened condensed milk. And notice there's no extra sugar in here. There's already sugar in the sweetened condensed milk, so not necessary to add any other sugar in this filling. Okay, so we're gonna put the sweetened condensed milk, our egg yolks, and by the way, save your whites for an omelet later on. Don't let those go to waste. Fresh lime juice. Now let's mix that together a bit. Okay, because we're going to add our heavy cream, we don't want that to hit the lime juice directly or it will curdle. So just use a spatula or even a whisk just to to blend these ingredients a little bit before we go to our hand mixer. Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit of heavy cream. It adds a great, nice texture and body to the dish. And of course we have our Montaukila and Cointreau. Now this would be what you would put in a margarita. So it's 2 ounces and 1 ounce of Cointreau. So 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of Cointreau, and we have our lime zest. And that's it. See those bubbles? Those are air bubbles. And we know that when you see that and everything is nice and combined and fit, it's all good to go. So at this point, we're just going to pour it into our pre-cooked pie shell. And we're going to bake it for just 10 minutes, no more. Thanks for watching Eat, Drink, and Bake with Andrea. Be sure to visit my website, eatdrinkandbake.com, for more recipes, and follow me on social media at Eat, Drink, and Bake. And remember, no competitions here. It's all about great food, simple to follow recipes, and enjoying times with our friends and family. Until next time.